I got a question for you. What's the number one goal you have in any conversation? You know, what is that? Well, the research has a lot to say about what it is for the genders, right?
Yes, because if you're a woman, your goal is more likely to be something that men do not have in a conversation. That's all about rapport. We want to connect. We want to build a relationship.
Right. It's what researchers call rapport talk for women. And it really doesn't matter what the topic is. What matters for a woman is, are we on the same page? Are we in sync? Are we connected?
Absolutely. And so we want to hang out in a conversation, and we want to give time for bonding. And we want to give all kinds of physical clues that we're making a connection and we're getting deep.
Yeah, you do see women in the church foyer sometimes holding hands, leaning in, and I know you're oceans deep and talking about your fears and all that stuff that women talk about, right? Well, the number one goal for men in a conversation is not necessarily to build rapport.
I don't think it is.
No, it's what researchers call rapport talk, right? And this is basically, men, see, they don't need all the fluff, you know, we don't need all the bunny trails, just kind of give me the report.
Yeah.
We walk in at the end of the day, we want to know, hey, what's for dinner? You know, how are the kids? You know, did you pick up the mail? You know,
dry cleaning.
Right.
Yeah.
Give me the report. Bring me up to speed. What's the information I need to function in this home tonight, right?
Yeah.
That's what a guy likes.
I mean, it's just the information.
Exactly. Okay, so sometimes it feels like we're at odds because of that.
I'm always trying to figure out ways to get you to understand. In fact, one of my precious moments was tucking in Johnny. He's reading to me from Little Winnie the Pooh book.
Right.
Yeah. And I grabbed it and ran and said, listen to this insight. And it's Piglet and Pooh, and they're talking, and Piglet says, Pooh? And he says, what, Piglet? And he says, oh, nothing. I just wanted to be sure of you. And I said,
Get it? She looked at me as if the clouds were going to part. All of a sudden I was going to understand women in conversation, and I just didn't get it. And I guarantee you, if you're a guy listening to this, you don't get it either. I just want to be sure of you, right? And I know every woman out there is going, oh, isn't that sweet?
But, yes, that's it. We're building the relationship. We're making a connection.
Yeah, and so you were so crestfallen on that, but I remember just thinking, I don't remember what I said. But
you said whatever. That's
probably what I said, isn't it? But the point is that when we try to kind of bridge that gender gap, it is so valuable to understand the big picture. What's the goal? What are we trying to accomplish?
Yeah,
and
because
we keep this in mind.
Shapes us in our conversations.
And so we kind of keep that in mind, and it really does give us empathy, right? Which is at the heart of every great conversation. That capacity to put yourself in each other's shoes, see the world as your partner sees that. It opens up amazing depths of conversation.
Yeah, and it helps us not to take things so personally, but we realize, hey, look, these are issues that are bigger than just us in our relationship. They're affecting men and women.
Right, exactly. Well, we devote a whole chapter to this in our book called Love Talk, and what that does is really help you bridge that gender gap to understand each other's goals and enjoy conversation like never before.